Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday. Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
Good. Coming up later in the program, we got a special guest. You know who we're going to talk to later in the program?
Who's that?
A guy by the name of Charles Leroy Nelson. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's your dad.
Oh, that's right. It's Tuesday.
Tuesdays with Charlie. Yeah. Speaking of smart people, well, I guess we weren't really speaking necessarily of smart people, but I got a quote today from Bill Gates. He's a pretty smart guy, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think of this quote? I never took a day off in my 20s. Not one. Bill Gates. I understand how he did so well in life then. He worked his tush off all the way through his 20s. I don't know that I really took any time off in my 20s or in my 30s or in my 40s so far. I don't take a lot of time off. I remember going to work one time when I was sick and I got sent home, but never really been one to take time off. Maybe I should take more time off. Do you think?
No comment. I have nothing to say.
All right. Moving on. Got some special things going on today. We'll get to that in just a bit.
John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It's Tuesday, May the 23rd. Today is International Day to End Obstetric Fistulista Day.
I have no clue what that is.
I don't know what that is either. I can't even say it. It also Declaration of the Bab Day. I don't know what that means. International Day to End... Oh, I already read that one. This obstetric fistula thing. He's on there twice. National Taffy Day. Ooh, I like taffy. What's your favorite taffy?
I like the peppermint taffy.
I like Laffy Taffy.
And I like the banana taffy.
That's where I get all my best jokes. Laffy Taffy. I lost a tooth one time chewing some Laffy Taffy. I bit down... This was when I was a kid. I had a loose tooth. I bit down on some Laffy Taffy and popped out a tooth. Of course, I rinsed off the taffy and finished it.
Oh, gross.
It was banana. It was yummy. It's World Turtle Day today. Was that too much information? And World Crohn's and Colitis Day today. So get out there and celebrate by having some taffy and petting a turtle.
John and Heidi.
I love watching TV shows and movies, but I hated seeing my monthly bill get higher and higher. All that money every month just to watch TV. Well, not anymore. We cut our cable. We were paying $185 a month for channels we didn't even watch. Now we pay for just the internet, and we save about $150 a month. And we still get to watch what we want, when we want, with no monthly fee. Learn how you can do this too at channelsurfertv.com. Watch the video there to learn how to watch movies and TV with no monthly fee. Do it today and save 50% at channelsurfertv.com.
John and Heidi.
You know, it's true because you heard it on the radio. This is, kind of getting close to the end of the school year for a lot of students around the country. Some are getting done here soon. Some are getting done over the next couple of weeks. But the janitorial staff at a school in North Carolina, actually it was at a health store. I'm sorry, I thought this was at a school. It says the janitorial staff at a North Carolina health store. Why did I think this was at a school? They called the bomb squad when they found a bomb. I'm sorry, not a bomb, but a box with the words tick, tick, tick written on it. It was in a pile of trash. And the box was not actually ticking, but it just had the words tick, tick, tick written on the outside. Apparently, the box was left over from a bomb drill the day before, but the janitors didn't know that. The bomb squad searched the entire office. They finally opened up the box to determine if it was safe or not. And guess what? It was empty, so it was safe. But it is probably better to be safe than sorry.
Well, yeah, of course. And why did they need a box to do a drill?
I don't know.
That's just silly.
If maybe they were doing a drill, but they didn't tell the janitor. Wouldn't you want to have
I think that's silly.
Wouldn't you want to have all hands on deck? Especially, somebody like the janitor who goes all over the building and goes places that you guys don't ever go. Next time have the janitor involved if there's going to be a bomb drill.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you have him involved?
Maybe he wasn't there that day.
I don't know. Then they should have done the bomb drill another day. I'm just saying.
It could be a large school. It could be a huge staff.
It wasn't a school. It was a health store. Like I said, I have no clue why I thought this was a school. In my mind, it was a school. I read the story, but for whatever reason, in my mind, I said school. But when I just read it again on the radio, it said health store.
Why would they be having a bomb drill at a health store? They get a lot of bomb threats at this health store?
Apparently, I have no clue. All I know is, it's true because you heard it on the radio.
John and Heidi.
Each day at this time, we talk about people doing dumb things under the influence, but addiction is no laughing matter. If you or someone you know needs help, there's a toll-free number you can call.
1-800-438-0380.
That's the Addiction Hope and Helpline.
1-800-438-0380.
And this is your brain on drugs. A 21-year-old man was arrested after calling a drugstore to let them know he was on the way to rob the place. Nice guy. Police said Joshua Amel was arrested in the parking lot of the drugstore. He called to let them know that I'm coming to get some more of that stuff I got earlier. He explained what he wanted. When he got there, he was arrested. He had also robbed the place one time before. So he robbed it, liked the drugs that he got, called and said, hey, I stole some drugs from you.
Whatever it was I stole last time.
I don't know what it was. These little white ones
Can
with
you
the
hook me up
thing
with that
on it.
again?
So have some of those handy because I'm
Wow,
coming to
what an
rob
idiot.
you again. Oh, yeah, that can't go wrong. What an idiot. I'm glad that he was arrested because he should
really
not be
needs
out
help,
where he
and
can
he
do
should be
himself
somewhere where
harm.
yeah.
Exactly. Hey, humans are not the only species on Earth, by the way, with drug problems. In Australia, this is a quick one. I want to throw it in while I got a moment here. Veterinarians are reporting a rise in the number of dogs getting high by licking a toxin from the back of a cane toad on purpose. So the dogs will lick this and they'll get kind of weary and wigged out from it, and then they'll go lick the toads again. Like they keep going back for more.
Huh.
So even dogs can get hooked on drugs. So there you go.
John and Heidi.
Now your moment of duh. This one comes from Goodyear, Arizona. 49-year-old Darley Ingram was charged with child abuse because police say he used a stun gun on his son multiple times. Here's why. Because the 11-year-old boy wouldn't do his homework.
Oh.
So Dad, 49, used a stun gun. So our daughter should be pretty darn happy because we've never once taken a stun gun to her. She refuses to do her homework.
That is without a doubt abuse. That
is.
is definitely abuse.
Imagine if our daughter if we had to take the stun gun to her every time she didn't do her homework, we'd need a lot of batteries
Oh my gosh.
because she doesn't do her homework.
No.
And very fortunate if she passes this year. So a stun gun, do you put batteries in a stun gun or you plug those in?
I have no
How does
clue.
that work?
I've never owned a
You don't
stun
have a
gun.
stun gun?
I believe they have batteries.
And you're a rechargeable, hopefully? I don't know how that works.
I don't know.
I'm assuming. Anyway, this dude used it the wrong way because that's not what you use a stun gun for. He used it to get his son to do homework, and he was arrested because that's not the way you use a stun gun. And that's why he is our winner of today's Moment of Duh.
John and Heidi.
Would you like custom t-shirts for an event or sports team? We understand that usually the budget's not unlimited. We have full-color custom printed t-shirts for just $7 each. That's one of the best prices you'll find anywhere. No minimum orders, so you can print just one or print 1,000. The price is just $7 per shirt with a minimal setup fee per design. Make the memories of your next event last forever or help your team look amazing with a little help from CustomShirtInc.com. That's CustomShirtInc.com.
John and Heidi.
Now your scoop of the day. The Pittsburgh Pirates have cut the league's first Lithuanian player, and they replaced him with the league's first African player. So there you go. Lithuania's out. Africa's in. Kashmir, the country, has shut down all social networking sites for a month. You think things will go better in that country with no social media for a
I didn't
month?
know there was a country called Kashmir.
Oh, rock the Kashmir. Oh, that's something different, isn't it?
I had no
Rock the
clue there was a
Kashmir.
country called Kashmir.
I think it's a country. I don't know. Maybe it's a town. Maybe it's just a neighborhood. Yeah. Martha Stewart has opened up a business online. It's a wine business. Do you think Martha Stewart has good taste for wine?
Probably.
Yeah, I know she's really good in the kitchen. She's cooking stuff all the time.
Yeah.
She made her own marshmallows for a recipe one time. You can buy those for like 59 cents a bag.
They're more than 59 cents.
Are
but
they?
like 88 cents a
still.
bag.
I mean, Marcia, come on. Don't make your own marshmallows. Just buy those. It'll be a lot quicker. Japan is hoping to boost tourism by using one of their most famous figures from history, the Japanese ninja. Yeah. A ninja council has been set by mayors and governors from around the country of Japan. Officials are hoping that global interest in ninjas will encourage people to come visit Japan. So, do they think people are going to come there expecting to see ninjas running all over?
Probably.
But
And a
that's-
lot of people probably think they will see ninjas running all over.
But that's not what happens there. It's not. It's
How do you know? You ever been to Japan?
no, but they're saying it's a figure from history. So it's not like they're saying, hey, if you want to come here and check out the ninjas. And how would you know if you see a ninja? Aren't they like stealthy and such?
Yeah, if you can see the ninja, they're not very good
Yeah.
ninjas.
You can see all the bad ninjas. Like the good ones. You don't even get to see them at all. Hey, moms are sharing their smartphones with kiddos and other technology as well for kids as young as a year old. Moms use gadgets like smartphones and tablets to keep kids quiet and engaged during car travel. DVD players and Nintendos and such have the highest use during the car travel, followed by smartphones. It says moms now load up their phones with games and music selections specifically for their kids. So they have a whole selection of apps that are just for the kiddo.
Yeah.
I could see that. When our kids were young enough for that kind of stuff, we didn't have smartphones because they didn't exist yet.
Right.
Our kids are older than that, but there are times when we travel now that I'd like to just have our kids watch a movie in the back seat. I'm like, would you guys please quit arguing? It's usually sadly with me, though.
That's what I was just going to say.
Our son, he and I can't
They
agree
don't
on
really
anything
argue
lately.
with each other. It's with
No.
you.
Our son cannot agree with me on anything. If I see a car that's blue, I'll say, hey, look, that car, it's blue. He'll say, no, it's not. It's dark blue.
It goes the other way around, too.
Oh, it does.
I know
I
you
don't know-
don't think so.
I don't know where this
you
kid
start
gets it.
those fights all the time.
Usually. Hey, a recent study shows that sitting too much may increase the risk of disability in older Americans. So they're saying sitting around could help you become disabled. Well, that's not good. Get up and walk around a little bit. Got a couple of studies talking about getting up and walking around, so that's a good thing to do. Scientists now say that a certain creature, such as the humpback whale, and also a couple other creatures like birds, produce complicated music that resembles the structure of human compositions. So they have a couple of different creatures in nature that are creating music much like humans do. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
You tell me if you think you're even close to this number, Heidi. This study comes out of the United Kingdom, so I don't know what it'd be like in the United States, but a study from the UK found the average woman there spends over $20,000 during her lifetime on clothing that she will never wear once, mostly because she buys a size too small in hopes of dieting into it, but then never reaches that goal. Have you ever done that? Have you bought clothes?
Oh, yeah, I've done that.
Not
I wouldn't say
$20,000
$20,000
No.
because I am
You're
very thrifty.
She is. She's very thrifty. She'll come home. And here's the thing. People say, oh, I love that purse. That is so beautiful. Is that a Coach? And Heidi will be like, yeah, I paid $2 for it. She's so excited to tell people what a great deal she got. I'm like, just leave it at the fact that they like your purse. Because I wouldn't like it if you're going, it was a $500 purse. I wouldn't
But
like
that's
that.
completely different.
I know, but you don't need to tell them you only paid $2 for it. Just drop it.
That makes me smart. Otherwise, they'll be thinking, what kind of an idiot goes around and pays for a purse like that?
Well, there may
I'm
be
just
some of those people
verifying
listening.
that I am smart because I can get those things for way less than what other people pay for those things.
Yeah, she's pretty good at that. Coming up, we've got her papa. We've got Tuesdays with Charlie on the way.
John and Heidi.
80s in the Sand will be happening this November in Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic.
And that'll be here before you know it.
Join us and have a blast with 80s in the Sand.
An all-inclusive vacation with some of the greatest bands of the 80s.
Plus, you can meet some 80s icons from the movies and television as well.
Get all the details at 80sinthesand.com.
Use promo code RADIO to get a $200 immediate refund per person.
That website is 80sinthesand.com.
Book your week-long 80s vacation now at 80sinthesand.com.
John and Heidi.
And it's time right now for my favorite program, something we do every Tuesday just because we can. We pick up the phone and we call my father-in-law for a little program we like to call Tuesdays with Charlie. How you doing, Charlie?
Must be Tuesday.
It is
It's
Tuesday.
Tuesday again.
I was sitting here all night waiting for the phone to ring.
Well, I'm glad that you were ready, and I'm glad that we were able to get called in. Do you have some good stuff for us?
Well, I don't know how good it is, but I got some stuff for you.
Okay, well, we'll go with that.
Okay. I don't quite understand this first one, but we'll give it a shot.
Okay.
20,000 pounds of total living matter is in the top 6 inches of an acre of soil.
Of total living matter.
I suppose, I don't know, 20,000 pounds of it's in the first 6 inches of topsoil.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever
what
that means.
So that must be like things that are alive, living matter. So it'd be like worms and bugs and stuff like that.
I would imagine, yeah. So don't be digging in the dirt. That's all I can tell you.
Lots of stuff going on under the top of
I
the soil.
guess so.
Hey, here's something that's interesting. 7 Viagra tablets are sold every second.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, you got to have something you can hang a towel on, so there you go.
Okay.
Okay, we'll move right along here.
Thank you.
Each year in Brooklyn, New York, there is a smallest penis in Brooklyn contest.
Really? Oh my gosh, who would want to win that? What is the prize? It better be good.
I'm going to go join that next year.
You wouldn't want that title.
So
I bet I could win it.
does it have a? Does it tell you what the prize is?
No, but I should find out. It might be worth my while.
I would not want that title. I would not want to be married to somebody who had that title.
Hey,
Proud champion. And I got the T-shirt.
Oh, man.
not the size of it. It's how you get on and off the counts.
I suppose so.
Hey, then did you know that horses produce about 8 piles of poop per day?
No,
That's
kidding.
about 50 pounds.
50 pounds
Whoa.
a day. They must eat a lot.
Well, they eat all the time. You ever watch them?
Eat like a horse.
There you go. We only got one more thing, but this is kind of a long thing, so I'm
Oh,
going to give you a shot at it.
All right, what's that?
Cow manure was shipped in the olden days by ships,
Okay.
okay? It was shipped dry because it was lighter, but during shipping, ocean water would leak in the bottom of the
Yeah.
ships. Thus, the manure would become wet
Yeah.
and build up with methane gas.
Oh.
When the sailors would go down to check on it with a lantern, the ship
Oh.
would blow up.
That's not good.
After that, bundles of manure were always stamped with the term ship high in transit. Thus involved the terms, you know what, if you take ship high in transit spells.
Really?
That's where the term comes from.
Oh.
Well,
So see, this is an educational
That
piece.
is fascinating.
I don't know if it's true, but we'll go with that.
I could see
If
that.
I told you it's true,
There you go.
I could see that. I believe that way faster than I believe the chicken contact lenses. But I believe
yeah, but that turned out to be true.
Yeah, he hasn't been proven to be wrong yet. Again, we haven't Googled any of it, so we don't know. Well, are you ready for a question, Charles?
Sure.
All right. What month is the only month that does not have a single major holiday?
I'm going to say it would be August.
August is the correct answer.
My birthday's in August.
Hey,
That's
National,
not a special event or nothing. That's
National
the
Heidi Day.
moron was born on that day.
It will be. You wait and see. It's going to be a national day eventually.
Everybody will be warned. Charlie, you got it right. How does it feel?
Well, you know, I'm not wrong all the time.
No, you've been right a few times.
99%, but every now and then a blind sow will find an acorn.
No, I'm not sure that that's the phrase, but we'll go with it. I think it's a blind squirrel finds a nut. I think it's what you're...
Sometimes they don't know where their nuts are at, though.
I like yours. Yours was good. Another Charlieism from the Tuesdays with Charlie program. Well, Charlie, always fun to visit with you. We'll reach out again next week.
I'll be here.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye, Fluff. Bye, John.
Bye-bye. My father-in-law right there, we talk to him every Tuesday just because we can for a little program we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
John and Heidi.
Would you like custom t-shirts for an event or sports team? We understand that usually the budget's not unlimited. We have full-color custom printed t-shirts for just $7 each. That's one of the best prices you'll find anywhere. No minimum orders, so you can print just one or print 1,000. The price is just $7 per shirt with a minimal setup fee per design. Make the memories of your next event last forever or help your team look amazing with a little help from CustomShirtInc.com. That's CustomShirtInc.com.
John and Heidi.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Annually, British people eat about 15 pounds of beans per person. That's a lot of beans.
I don't eat that.
I don't eat a lot of
Anywhere
beans either.
near.
But we had some British folk at our house, and one morning they wanted to do a fry-up. Remember that? Oh, we got to do a fry-up. And I was like, what's a fry-up? Oh, it's a British thing. You got to have a fry. It's just breakfast with beans.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was something special. It's just eggs, bacon, and beans. I was like,
Yeah.
okay. Well, let's just call that breakfast with beans. Hey, fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The water moccasin is the most poisonous snake in North America. It's got another nickname. It's called the cottonmouth. So there you go. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Lake Michigan is the only Great Lake that's entirely in the United States. Guess what state it's in? Michigan.
Michigan.
But it's got some others around it, too. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The largest state in square footage east of the Mississippi is Georgia. And two other fun facts for you. Coca-Cola owns Minute Maid brand. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that
and
either.
the cucumber as the raw vegetable with the fewest calories.
I love cucumbers.
I'm not a fan. I've eaten them before, but I wouldn't say I'm a big fan of those. So, a couple of fun facts for you right here on a Tuesday.
John
Have you thought of starting a home-based business but didn't like the idea of calling family and friends? This top-quality fitness and health products company lets you take advantage of their advertising power to reach people who wish to add a few hundred or a few $1,000s a week to their income by following a simple system. Plus, everyone who joins the team after you benefits you as well. To learn more about how you can leverage your time to help others get healthy and create wealth from home, call Scott Smith at 866-741-7242. That's 866-741-7242.
John and Heidi.
If you're an adult child living at home, don't think you're alone, because 3 in 10 young adults these days live with mom and dad. That is the highest level since the 1950s, by the way. A weak economy, high debt levels are what they say are prompting more and more young adults to return to the family nest. A new survey shows that, surprisingly, most are happy with their living arrangements. In 1980, 11% of young adults lived in multi-generational households, suggesting that a strong economy helped youngsters gain independence more quickly.
Absolutely, it did.
Today, 29% of the 25 to 34-year-olds either never moved out or returned home in recent years because of the economy, according to the Pew report. Among 18 to 24-year-olds, that figure is even higher. 53% of young adults in that age group live at home. So over half, 53% of 18 to 24-year-olds live at home with mom and dad. And are you surprised by any of that? Do you think that's
Not at all.
shocking?
I'm not surprised at that.
When you were that age, how old were you when you moved out? Do you remember?
I was 19.
All right. When you moved out, did you come back at all, or did you move out and stay out?
I moved out and stayed out.
And you didn't come back?
No.
And I moved out when I was 17, and I didn't come back either. Right. And it's not that I didn't like my family, because I love my family, but I wanted to make it on my own. I wanted to do my own thing. And it's when I was a kid, I wanted to get a driver's license as soon as I could. And I noticed our kids weren't so excited about that. I think it's just a generation.
Taylor, our daughter was excited.
Yeah,
our son
wasn't.
wanted to wait.
Yeah, he was like, I'm not ready for that.
Yeah, he said he wasn't responsible enough.
I remember when he was like 17, we were talking about dating, and he's like, he said, it's pointless to date at this age. Your brain is not fully developed until you're 25. You don't even know what you're looking for in a long-term mate. I was like, you are way too serious for a 17-year-old.
Yeah, he's always been like that.
That's funny. All right, coming up here in a bit, going to be talking about some more fun stuff on this Tuesday edition of the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
I love watching TV shows and movies, but I hated seeing my monthly bill get higher and higher. All that money every month just to watch TV. Well, not anymore. We cut our cable. We were paying $185 a month for channels we didn't even watch. Now we pay for just the internet, and we save about $150 a month. And we still get to watch what we want, when we want, with no monthly fee. Learn how you can do this too at channelsurfertv.com. Watch the video there to learn how to watch movies and TV with no monthly fee. Do it today and save 50% at channelsurfertv.com.
John and Heidi.
Patrick Murphy has a hobby that I just don't know. I just don't know about this hobby. His hobby is complaining about doggy doo-doo. Mr. Murphy has won a case from a jury in Boulder, Colorado. He has been acquitted of charges that he was harassing local dog owners. He was videotaping them at schools and parks when they were failing to pick up their dog droppings. Now, you wouldn't think something like this would make the news, but Patrick is a self-proclaimed dog dropping activist. In addition to the video cameras, listen to this, Heidi, he's recently used global positioning satellite equipment to show how his park has been littered with dog doo. It's not his park, it's just one he likes to go to. One time, 4 months ago, there were 663 dog piles in that park, and he showed utilizing global positioning satellite imagery. I'm all about having a nice, clean park to walk in.
He's
as well.
probably an older gentleman with nothing.
He must not
to
have
do.
a lot going on. I mean, I think it's fascinating that he's using technology like that, though.
Well,
can you imagine just walking around
That's fine.
videotaping people if they do? Hey, you gonna pick that up? Seriously, what's your name? Where you live? What's your dog's name? He got arrested for harassment.
We live in a neighborhood where they even provide the bags and everything, and if you don't pick it up, it's just laziness.
Yeah, you just pick it up. That's all there is to
Yeah.
it. Or you shouldn't have a pet if you can't
Exactly.
be
If
responsible.
you can't pick up after your pet, you don't have one.
Coming up, we're going to talk about catching a cold. That's on the way.
John and Heidi.
This is a weird time of year to get a cold, but there are a lot of people that get spring colds. And they'll have, I had one not too long ago. A lot of people have that where they have the, sniffles and all kinds of stuff going on. But next time you catch a cold, they say, this story says, forget about the vitamin C and the aspirin. I think they're still a good idea. But this story says, take a walk instead. Second story today, talking about the benefits of going for a walk. This study reveals that exercise helps you fight the common cold. Study showed that men and women who walk 45 minutes a day recover from colds twice as quickly as couch potatoes. 45 minutes a day. It's because the cold can't keep up with them. It's like, okay, I give up. You guys just go.
No, I agree with that, though, because if you're exercising, your lungs are healthier and you're just healthier in general, and you're able to overcome those things.
There you go. So for those of you who have a cold, they're saying, don't sit around and watch TV. Instead, get out there and walk it out. Coming up, we're going to talk about another reason to quit smoking. That is on the way.
John and Heidi.
It's almost graduation time. If you have a son or daughter finishing high school, you need to hear this. They can go to college without racking up a pile of student loans. Matthew Einstein did. He saved over $70,000 on a top-rate education. Then he built a system to show you how to do it too. Learn how you can use this system for your kids or for yourself. Go to freeeducationuniversity.com. Sign up now and get a free 60-minute private consultation with Matthew. Use promo code RADIO20 to save 20% at freeeducationuniversity.com. That's freeeducationuniversity.com.
John and Heidi.
There are so many reasons to quit smoking, wouldn't you say? Because I don't think there's anybody out there that thinks, hey, these things are healthy, aren't they?
Right, exactly.
I mean, most people know. And if you're a smoker, I love you. I have nothing against you. As a matter of fact, I have some dear friends that are smokers, and I'm not going to be negative towards that at all. If that's what you do and you make the decision to do it, more power to you. But here might be another reason to quit smoking. Listen to what happened here. An unidentified 40-year-old man drove into a gas station on the Gold Coast of Queensland, Australia, began to fill a gas can with gasoline. Well, the fumes rose up to his lit cigarette dangling from his mouth and exploded, throwing him 15 feet, and he landed on an anthill. He suffered a few small burns and some ant bites. Keep in mind, he was in Australia, so their ants are not friendly ants. That's a bad place to land. Police spokesperson says, we took a vote on this one, and it is the stupidest thing we have ever heard of. So you should not be smoking while handling anything with gas. I mean, you just shouldn't. It's not like, you don't see all the signs, because they have signs all over. You think they have those in Australia, too? Sure.
Probably.
They do.
But they also have signs that say no cell phone use while you're pumping gas. Do not leave your motor running while you're pumping gas. Do not get in and out of your vehicle while you're pumping gas. And I've seen you do all three of those things all at the same place.
Leaving my vehicle running while talking on the phone, getting in and out.
Getting in and out of the car.
I might have done some of those. I reserve the right to agree or not. But I didn't do it while smoking, so there. And it's funny because their gas cans in Australia, they refer to them as a jerry can. I wonder who Jerry is.
No.
I wonder if he's the same guy that puts things together in a not such a great way. Because I've heard of things being jerry rigged.
Yeah.
I think jerry rigged is the same guy that comes up with the gas cans in Australia.
I doubt it.
All right. Well, anyway, one more reason that maybe it's a good idea for at least this guy over in Australia. It says an unidentified man because there's no way he's given his name.
Yeah, he's not giving his name out.
Excuse me, sir. That was quite a flight. 15 feet, right on the anthill.
Wow.
Amazing aim. What was your name? Yeah, I'm going to just say anonymous. All right, we've got some good news coming your way. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
This portion of The John and Heidi Show is brought to you by The John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying The John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always try to wrap things up around here with some good news, and I think this is good news. An Alabama college student is embarking on a road trip to help elderly veterans. Rodney Smith Jr. He's a college student in Huntsville, and he started the Raising Men Lawn Care Service. And his plan is to mow lawns at no charge. The organization gets kids ages 7 to 17 involved, challenging them to mow 50 lawns for other people. To promote the program, Smith is going on a one-man, 50 states, 50 lawns road trip, and that'll be through the months of What's wrong with me? The months of May and June. So it's going on right now. If you'd like to learn more, I've got a link on our Facebook page, facebook.com/John and Heidi Show. And Rodney Smith Jr., again, he's hitting the road this month and next month, trying to find some folks to get out there and mow. That's really a cool idea.
That's a great idea. I love that.
And he's trying to get the 7 to 17-year-olds to go out and mow 50 lawns for other people. So veterans is who he's aiming for. I think that's a really cool plan. And if you have somebody between the ages of 7 and 17 that might be able to do that, you can click on our Facebook page to get all the details on how you could sign up as well. Facebook.com/John and Heidi Show. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. We do have a Dear John letter coming your way on Thursday. And if you would like to get a Dear John letter in the mix for next week or the following week, you can also find the link for that, all of the details on our Facebook page as well. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.